Do you ever sit there and feel, wish we were in a plural relationship? The question in my head is like, are we going to try to live plural marriage again?
He could sell the 2-acre piece he and Robyn on and the 5 acres.
There's a few things that I will fight for, and this is one of them.
I'm not trying to rip you off, Meri. Let's all imagine in Janelle's head, because Janelle feels like, oh, I got divorced, so I deserve something. So are you excited about this?
No, not at all.
Hey friends, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It's Friday, February 7th, 2025. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're wondering if Meri Brown is finally going to wake up to the fact that Robyn Brown manipulated the family, lied to her, lied to everyone, and is starting to listen to the people that have been watching the show for the last, 15 years, and starting to evaluate things as she gets away from the family, that would be accurate. And it appears that some of the criticism that we have shown to Meri about defending Robyn is going by the wayside because now she's starting to look at the situation holistically. I think it all started because Meri got away from Cody, right? And then she decided to move to Utah. Once she decided to move to Utah and to get away from Cody, she was able to separate herself and distance herself from this woman named Robyn, who was constantly poking at her, manipulating her, and telling her that she needed to hang on for the family. Robyn has said some ridiculous things all throughout the years about how close she is to Meri and how much she wanted Meri to be a part of the family, but none of it ever really made a whole lot of sense.
Think on it and I pray on it and I meditate on it and I always come to a peace with it.
I'm just grateful that you're sticking it out.
She belongs with us.
Hang on with me, okay?
I am.
We have to rebuild. We have to rebuild.
I had one of the kids call me and ask me, can't we just relax the rules? I mean, I do want to be careful, but these aren't my rules.
You know, you gotta blame somebody, so I'm an easy target.
I didn't sign up for monogamy.
And I'm tired of being questioned. I'm just tired of it.
As much as I love Cody and it's great to have him around, it is stressing me out and worrying about the kids that aren't seeing their dad. It gets frustrating. My mom calls me the Brown family scam.
I'm sorry, but if you're rejecting someone's affection, your spouse, I don't see how that's gonna help your relationship. You're sitting there just constantly nagging at your husband about what you didn't get, even though you have this apple in your hand, but you really want her orange. There's stretch marks, and there's weight gain, and there's like stagnant in the marriage, or there's fights, or there's money problems, or whatever it is. He still had this romance going with each of them.
It's not gonna change what our relationship, ours has been for years. Nothing's gonna change.
Do you promise?
My intention,
I was hanging on with you.
and I think now you need to let go. It's not fair to either of us.
I know.
It's
I know that
not fair for
logically.
me to be alone like I have been for years.
I know.
To feel like he has to do a duty.
Robyn spent years trying to manipulate Meri from leaving the family. On the show, Robyn played as though and acted as though she was Meri's best friend. But there were cracks in the relationship from the very beginning. Meri in season 1 talked about how she had felt ditched by Robyn because when she met Robyn, she had felt like they were friends. And then as soon as Robyn and Cody got together, Robyn disappeared. This season, we hear that Cody and Robyn actually met before Meri met Robyn. And for years, Cody and Robyn deceived Meri into believing that it was Meri and Meri alone that brought her into the family. Meri has been deceived and manipulated so much by Robyn and by Cody for more than a decade that it's amazing to see her sort of unravel the manipulation. And when you're in the middle of being gaslit, manipulated, and used by a narcissist, it is impossible to think clearly because they keep you completely unstable and make you believe that you're the crazy one. Robyn never wanted Meri to leave, but yet wanted no relationship with Meri. We heard from Meri throughout the years that Robyn would go months without texting her, not responding to phone calls, on camera saying that she loved her, that she was in the family for her. And then privately, none of that translated to anything. They had no relationship off camera. It was all for show. And Meri, trying to see the best in Robyn, didn't want to believe what was happening to her. She likely didn't want to believe that she was told brought Robyn into this family. She was told she gave up her marriage to Cody for Robyn's kids. She didn't want to believe she had been conned. I mean, who would? That's probably one of the hardest situations to come to terms with, is when you have been deceived and you pride yourself on having intellect and the ability to discern if someone is a good person. And yet here you find yourself years later that the public was not wrong about Robyn. And so Meri, when the season comes back, is starting to evaluate this.
There's so many people that are like, she was a liar, she was manipulating. I had this bond with her, and I'm now questioning, why tell me that you want to have a relationship with me and then ghost me for months and months and months?
She'd act like she was your best friend and then completely ignore you. That's really...
When Meri says that Robyn came in and manipulated, and she says people are saying that she was manipulative, sometimes I wonder if she's listening to feedback from fans or if there are actual people in her life, maybe some of the older kids, I don't know, maybe family members or friends or former members of the church that she's been leaning on. Are there people in her life saying to her that Robyn manipulated you? Or is she listening to the feedback from the show? Because if you have, I mean, think about this. We that watch are only seeing a fraction of their lives. We are only being told a minuscule amount of what they've gone through. We only know what they're willing to share. And we all know that both Cody and Robyn lie about everything. And when you're someone like Meri, who finally is not lying, the best thing about this season has been the fact that watching Meri finally stop covering for Cody and Robyn. And part of me wonders, was she covering for them because she was defending polygamy, or was she really just trying to believe the best in them? Because people in the family like Janelle, McKelty, Gwendolyn have all said that Meri is very naive, very trusting, almost too trusting, and always wants to see the best in people, which is very different than the Meri that they would show on and talk about on the show. You know, the Meri they talk about on the show is this cruel, vindictive, evil, mean woman. And even Janelle, as she gets out of it, is having sympathy for Meri. I mean, in this most recent episode, she said that all she wants for Meri are the good things. She feels so bad for what Meri has gone through, for the years and years and years of mistreatment by Cody and other members of the family. She's feels bad for her. So does Christine, because of everything that Cody did to her. So is Meri really this evil, evil, evil person? Or was it a smear campaign by Cody? Is it a smear campaign by Cody that Meri did all these harmful things to the children to deflect what he did? Because say Meri did spank and used a rod or whatever, because that's what they use in these cultures. Cody did worse. And if Meri did any of those things, she's doing it for Cody, because Cody's the person that tells Meri and the wives how they have to discipline the kids. And wouldn't it be perfect for Cody to have a fall person? And so when everyone's mad and everyone is leaving, all the kids start saying Meri's the evil one. I mean, it wasn't until Robyn came into the family per Peyton that they even realized that Meri was abusive. So if no one knew in the family that Meri was abusive until Robyn came in the family, that begs the question, was she actually abusive? I'm not going to condone anyone hitting a child, okay? I'm not going to condone corporal punishment. I'm not going to condone anything that could harm a child. But what I won't tolerate is a smear campaign that is being done intentionally to deflect from what Cody's done. And if Robyn can come in and convince everyone that Meri's the evil one and she's hurting everyone and it's wrong, how better to completely sow seeds of doubt in the family that were already weak to begin with? If people were already having issues with Meri, she's just fostering and creating more reasons to not trust Meri. She's making people feel like Mary's the dangerous one. She's convincing the kids that she saved their lives, even though she didn't. Mary's never going to, and would have, I don't know what Meri did to the kids. I'm sure it was not great, but Cody did worse, way worse. In the same breath that Peyton can say things about Meri, right? He can also say without flinching that his dad punched him in the mouth and he deserved it, and that his dad paddled him and that he deserved it. So if they're all one family, that's what they say, and they're all supposed to be moms to the kids, and discipline is supposed to be however the mom's discipline. Is Meri a mom or is she not a mom? Is she in the family or is she out of the family? And I'm not defending her, but if she's a parent and she's supposed to be a parent, parents that discipline this way would discipline that way. But if Cody does it, it's excused. It doesn't make sense to me. It's acceptable for someone to punch a child in the mouth. It's acceptable for a man to sit on a tell-all and say that if anyone talks about Robyn, he'll punch them in the mouth. It's acceptable for Cody to tell his friend Nathan for pushing Meri into him that if he did that again, he would punch him in the mouth. Have you noticed how many times Cody has said he's going to punch people in the mouth and then Peyton says he punched him in the mouth? It makes me feel confident that this was not a one-off with Peyton and Cody hitting the kids in the face. So if Cody can get everyone riled up about Meri, and if Robyn can get everyone riled up about Meri, that Mary's the evil one, and then they can deflect and, project all of their anger and frustration at Meri, guess who doesn't get any attention? Guess who doesn't get any of the backlash? Cody and Robyn. Robyn sat down with Meri and manipulated her and told her, I'm the family scapegoat, when everyone knows that's not true. She's not the family scapegoat. She's a part of the smear campaign. Mary's the scapegoat, but that's how manipulative Robyn is. She's trying to make Meri believe that she's a victim when her house is filled with art, when she has expensive jewelry on, when Cody's always at her house. She's telling Meri and lying to Meri that she's having a hard time with Cody being around. She said for years to Meri, I can't do this family without you. If you leave, I can't stay. So if that's the truth, Robyn, if you can't do this marriage without Meri, why are you still there? Why are you still there? If you only married him for polygamy, why are you still there? If you only married him for polygamy and to have sister wives, why are you still there? Oh, that deafening silence because Robyn isn't here and she can't answer that question, but she wouldn't answer it anyway, is because Robyn lied. She wasn't there for polygamy. I mean, she might be because she wants to be in the celestial kingdom, but she wanted to be the top wife and she never wanted sister wives. And if she really, truly didn't want to be there and would only do it with Meri, then she would have left when Meri left, but she didn't. And she's still there to this day, years later, buying $2 million homes, still benefiting from it and still using the money. And then Cody's other minor child that's in Utah doesn't get child support. His child isn't getting her health insurance paid for by him. That child has a father that's completely abandoned her. And yet Robyn has 2 minor children with Cody, and those kids have a father that's there full time, that's involved in the childcare, that pays the rent, that she doesn't have to worry about the child support because he's paying the bills. And she's okay with that. If you or me were in a situation like that, would you be okay with that? If I had a husband that had a child with another woman and he wasn't paying his rightful share, you better believe I would not be okay with that, because you know what it would tell me is that if I left, he would do the same to me. And if he's going to treat other people disrespectfully, it's going to be you at some point. And it's reminiscent of this concept of it's okay, that person's behavior is okay until it's done to me. It's okay that you treat these women like crap, Cody. It's okay. But then when he does it to you, it's not okay. So you enable him to be a jerk to everyone else, but when he does it to you, it's not okay. And then you make everyone in the family think you're the victim of the family, but you're not. So the fact that Mary's waking up to this and she has friends in her life that are saying to her, she said that she wanted to do all these things. She's showing up because she wants something from Meri. She would only show up in Mary's life when she needed something from Meri or to film. I need your money. We need to pay off Coyote Pass. I need to go pretend like I need Meri. I need to go be Mary's best friend. I need to tell Meri she can't leave. Christine leaves. I need to go over to Mary's house and tell her that she can't leave. Janelle starts leaving and they're having problems. I need to go over to Meri's house and tell her that I'm having fights with Janelle's kids and I'm the scapegoat. I need to keep Meri on my side. Can you imagine if Cody and Robyn weren't triangulating Meri? If she might have and could have had a better relationship with Christine and Janelle? Imagine if all three of those women could have been communicating more effectively throughout the years and actually comparing notes on Robyn and Cody. Imagine how differently it would all have been. But once Robyn and Cody started triangulating all of them, that became impossible. And they were able to con these women for a long time. And now they're finally all leaving. So Robyn is finally going to be called out for being manipulative by someone other than Christine. This is truly amazing. And I can't wait for this coming episodes to watch Meri's evolution. What are your thoughts? Tell me in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed and click the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, everyone.